So when Guru Maharaj was uh, showing us different places in Navdeep Dham, this was my first experience of parikrama. I was moved by his faith, very strong faith. Whatever he was describing, I could feel that there is no doubt about that in his mind. So that was the first time I realized that this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all whatever we hear, that happened here in Navdeep Dham, and it's historical, it's real, and the Guru Maharaj, whatever he says, comes from a bona fide source, most authentic source. So I got the belief that yes, this is Navdeep Dham and this is most important pilgrimage on the planet. So Navdeep Dham is a place where most munificent form of Godhead, most compassionate form, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared with the mood of Radharani. So why he appeared? Because Supreme Lord Krishna wanted to know the mood of Radharani, how Radharani is able to attract him. The trigger was in Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, there is a place on the bank of Yamuna. It's still there. We say Imli Tala. There is a huge tamarind tree. I have seen that 20 years back. Now it's not there. So it was a very big, like a, what do you call, huge old oak tree. So tamarind tree was there, and Supreme Lord Krishna was doing Ras Leela pastime. And suddenly gopis see that Krishna is not there, because they are so much absorbed in dancing. Then they notice Krishna is not there. So they are looking for Krishna. Where is Krishna? And Radharani is also trying to find out. And Krishna, he stands in the path as Chaturbhuja Narayan. Shankha Chakra Gada Padmadhari Kirit Kundaldhari. The four-head Narayana. Krishna becomes four-head Narayana. And gopis pass through that place and they find Narayana standing. And they don't get any attention. They just say Om Namo Narayana and they go ahead looking for Krishna. Where is Krishna? So then comes Radharani. The moment Radharani comes in front of Narayana, his two hands disappear, he becomes Krishna. So he cannot do any kind of trick in front of Radharani. So Radharani is totally subdued him. So then Radharani plays a trick. She goes away from the Ras Leela. And Krishna, where is Radha? Where is Radha? And he becomes so, what do you call, full of feeling of separation, viraha. Radhe, 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 Krishna doing this. And what happens? Radharani comes back and she finds Krishna doing Radhe, Radhe. But this is not the same Krishna. His complexion has changed. He became fair complexion. Very fair complexion. So Radharani comes back and Krishna calms down and very slowly his dark complexion appears again. So Radharani says, you look very beautiful when you are fair. So I want to see this again. So Krishna says, I will come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this complexion. But I will have your mood. I want to relish the mood of love you have for me as a devotee. So Krishna comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Is there a reference to that?
Huh?
Is there a reference to that?
Yeah, it's Imlitala story.
In Bhagavatam?
Not Chaitanya Charitamrita.
No.
Yes. So then what happens? Krishna appears as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but here he is Krishna, but we notice always that he does not like if someone treats him as a god, because he is in the perfect mood of pure devotee. So people who treat him as god, he does not like it. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, never like it. So we have to respect mood of Chaitanya. But when you go to Navdeep Dham, you notice that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is more compassionate than Krishna. Because you go to Vrindavan, there is always scriptural direction of following rules very strongly, because you may commit an offense. So in Vrindavan, you have to be very, very careful. But in Navdeep Dham, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very compassionate. He does not care your eligibility, qualification, background, whatever. So the only thing that matters is you have come. So you should get it. So the way Chaitanya Mahaprabhu distributed, no other form of Godhead has done it before. Because in Krishna Leela, only gopis had that adhikar, that eligibility, to have that level of transcendental divine love as what you call consort. In Krishna Leela, only gopis had that. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave it to everyone. He distributed freely. Now, in Chaitanya Sampradaya also, there are so many dharas, so many branches. Our branch is Narottam Parivar. We belong to Narottam family. And Narottam family is from Nityanand family. You see, Nityanand gave this prema to Narottam. That was kept with that river Padma. And when Narottam came, he got that. So he was dark complexion, he got the prem, he became fair. So, same thing happening here. So Narottam got it from Nityanand, so we are Narottam Parivar. We have direct connection with Narottam Thakur and through him to Nityanand. Within Narottam family also, latest we have is Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Vinod Dhara we say. This Vinod Dhara is strongest branch of Chaitanya tree. So, Bhakti Vinod Thakur has said that this Dhara will never perish in this Kali Yuga. This will remain. So we have this hope. So whatever obstacle we have, there may be clouds of darkness coming in this parampara, but again some Acharya will come and he will give us direction. So we are very fortunate to have the blessings of pure devotee in this Dhara. But how we get it? Guru Maharaj says, it descends to a surrendered soul. it descends to a surrendered soul through the process of revelation. And it descends to a surrendered soul. Now, our school of thought says that we need a personal guru. We can't say that I directly connect with Lord Krishna. He is my guru. Krishnam Bande Jagat Gurum. It's written. He is universal guru. But unless you communicate, you cannot get it. So, Krishna says, I am present in Bhagavatam. But do we realize this? So, we need living Bhagavatam. Living Bhagavat. One who can reveal the secrets of Bhagavatam. The essence of our school of thought is causeless mercy of a bona fide spiritual master. So this is most important. No one can have it directly. Through intellect, through reading scriptures, through any other method. So, how we get that causeless mercy of a pure devotee? Krishna is residing in our heart. So we have to pray and Krishna will answer the prayer. He will send his representative. In scriptures it is said, Krishna will come as Guru. He will himself come as Guru. The only thing is, Guru will try to find us. We cannot find Guru because we don't have that capacity. Only thing which is required from us is sincerity. If we are sincere, we'll get it. There is example of disciples who got all realization, all Vedic knowledge, everything they got, not by studying Vedas or not by their sadhana, not by their effort or not by reading scriptures, but just by the causeless mercy or the blessings of Guru. Not one, there are many examples. You have heard example of Aruni, who was serving his Guru, and they were actually living in Gurukul, and in Gurukul they have to perform all kinds of routine duties. So Aruni was told to take care of the paddy fields, and you know in paddy fields you have water always, so only that will protect paddy. So it was winter, and Aruni discovered in the evening that water is going out from one corner. So he tried to stop the water, could not do it, and finally he decided to lie down at that corner and it stopped the water. But Aruni started shivering with cold. He became blue, and finally Guru came, "Where are you, Aruni?" And with very feeble voice he said, "I am here, Gurudev." So Guru was actually so happy. He said, you get everything now, like this. Aruni gets, and he becomes a big rishi. We have example of Upamanyu. Upamanyu was grazing cows of his Guru, and he was forbidden by Guru not to eat anything. So he stopped even drinking milk, and ultimately he ate some leaves which were poisonous. He became blind, he fell in a dry well, and finally his test was over, and Gurudev came, brought him out, and invoked the doctors, Ashwini Kumar, from heaven, and they gave him sight, and Gurudev was so pleased. They say, "Upamanyu, I grant you all knowledge just now." He gets there. There are many examples. Even you have example of